The Institute of Marine Mammal Studies is looking into why two endangered manatees died near the Gulf Coast in the past 2 weeks. Scientists say cold water killed the manatees, which would have migrated and should have migrated to warmer weather. As Doug Mouton shows us, scientists are finding more Gulf animals out of place since the BP oil spill began.
The Institute for Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport could now be called turtle country. 5 species of sea turtle live in the Gulf of Mexico. 4 of those species are now in this room.
Okay, this is a hawksbill. It was oil turtle from Alabama.
This green turtle was also found oiled in Alabama, cleaned up here in Gulfport, and will spend the winter here. So will this massive 230-pound turtle they call Big Mama.
Well, this is the Kemp's Ridley. This is one of the most endangered of all the species. It lives most of its adult life in the United States and then goes and breeds in Mexico.
The Kemp's Ridley was caught on a fishing line, which happened this year at an alarming rate.
In the past years, we would get 1 or 2 or maybe 3 animals. This year, we have 57.
Altogether, 300 turtles were found dead in Mississippi alone during the course of the oil spill. The theory is these turtles wound up in Mississippi out of place because they were moving away from oil.
It's no different than having a forest fire. The oil spill expanded, it went thousands of square miles, and as their habitat shrunk, these animals moved to areas that were not affected.
But also to areas where these animals were unfamiliar and didn't know the food source, so fish on a hook looked like good food. X-rays here show many of their turtles with multiple fishing hooks inside. Now these animals are well fed and cared for, and when the water warms up, they'll go home. Last month, Dr. Solangi released 6 turtles back into the Gulf, each tagged with a satellite tracker. This map shows one turtle's travels. Despite being in unfamiliar water, each turtle found his way home.
That's a God-given quality with these animals. They travel hundreds and hundreds of miles using their geomagnetic capabilities.
The turtle's internal GPS is one of many things scientists now understand better because of the oil spill.
It has given us a phenomenal insight to the turtle biology and natural history, and now we understand where they go, what they do, what habitat they use, and from there on forward we'll be able to protect those habitats and protect the turtles.
Dr. Solangi expects all of his turtles to find their way back home. Once there, he hopes to learn if they can survive with how the oil spill may have affected their habitat. In Gulfport, Doug Mouton, Channel 4 Eyewitness News.
Dr. Solangi expects to release many of his turtles back into the Gulf at the end of March or early April.